Hello everybody, and welcome back to another session of Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic with me, John Zoidberg 1417, and to another day in Goofuth's life. We have a lot to do in this session, but before we do that, I hope you'll indulge me because I want to relate to you something that happened to Goofuth last night, something that may be of some significance. Anyway, it's something I guess we should think about. I guess we should take a look at the events of last night after Goofuth got home from his day's work. Because you see, last night after arriving back at the Ebon Hawk, Goofuth soon got tired and got ready to turn in. He went to his bunk right here, got his armor off and stowed his lightsabers under his pillow. He couldn't get to sleep. Just as the nights before, he was getting images and thoughts he wasn't used to and that were making him very uneasy. Images of Rahasia Sandril and Shen Matali, shot down and killed by their fathers. Images of Mission, who hadn't been there that day, looking at Goofuth with contempt, disgust, and with fear. And questions came to Goofuth's mind. Had it been worth it? Was the greater cause, the anarchy and the death of the elite, the wealthy, enough to justify the death of two kids who wanted nothing more than to be free of their father's influence and rule? Had it been really his persuasion, his scheming, that made them slaughter each other? Or had it been the Force enhancing his voice and thoughts like a tyrant speaking to the masses, spreading poison and hate? Sleep wouldn't come. Even when he nodded off from the sheer exhaustion of days of insomnia, the images came to him in flashes, in short violent dreams, roughly ripping him out of sleep again. Goofuth realized that if this was to go on for much longer, his body and his mind would soon collapse. But still, sleep wouldn't come. He got up again and wandered around the Ebon Hawk in search of some kind of distraction. Everybody was fast asleep though, except for T3M4, who was no good for conversation, and Karth repairing something in the cockpit. But not even in this desperate state was Goofuth willing to bear Karth's company. He then went to the workshop, intending to work on his lightsabers if there was nothing else to do. To his surprise, he found Canderous, also awake and cleaning his weapons. They got to talking, and Goofuth was very eager to hear some more war stories, but he soon realized that those too reminded him of the slaughter at the Sandril estate. Gathering his courage, he told Canderous about his doubts and about the insomnia that was slowly driving him mad and draining all the strength from his body. After some contemplation, Canderous revealed that he could relate to that. That there had been times when he was still young and still afraid, that similar things had happened to him. Luckily, he continued, the Mandalorians knew how to deal with that, since barely any of them were spared the brutal rites of passage. Canderous explained that the reason that he and so many other Mandalorians were so skilled in creating battle stimulants was not only that they were useful in battle. He said that while the stimulants did indeed push the body to enormous strength and the mind to determined focus, they tended to have a reverse effect when used in a state of nervousness, stress and anxiety. That in situations like that, the stimulants could be used to numb, to subdue, and to calm down. He gave Goofuth an injector with a stimulant he'd mixed during the conversation, gathered his weapons together, gave Goofuth a firm pat on the back, and wished him a good night. Goofuth remained seated for a few more minutes, looking at the injector in his hands. Finally, exhaustion got the better of him and he went back to his bunk, injected himself with the stimulant, and was knocked out almost immediately. When he woke up, he felt strange. He'd slept for a solid 8 hours, a dark, dreamless sleep. After days, his body finally felt refreshed and strong again. But his mind now felt fuzzy, subdued and slow. Panic soon set in. He needed to focus, his mind needed to be clear and free. How was he supposed to keep Bastila and Karth from taking over the Ebon Hawk? How was he supposed to keep the Jedi from finding out about his role in the massacre? How was he to resist their mind tricks with a mind that refused to wake up? In his panic, he quickly grabbed another stimulant from a pouch in his armor and injected himself again. Instantly, his body got another boost of strength and his mind got focused. Alert. Goofuth splashed some cold water in his face, put on his armor, grabbed his lightsabers, and went out to face his crew in another day. But more than ever before, he felt like he was wearing a mask, and he wondered how he would get asleep the next night. Yes, that's what happened last night. Goofuth, as hard-hearted and as determined he can be. Actually, the events, the slaughter at the Central Estate got the better of him. And it may just be that this is of no significance whatsoever. But then again it may be that what just happened, those two uses of the stimulants, one for the one purpose and one for the reverse one, have sent him in yet another vicious cycle that may well say something about where he is going. For the time being, let's face the day. Some things that need to be done, and now that he has this session, this problem, or the start of a problem behind him, he's all determined again. Now the first order of business, of course, will be to get to Canderous and get another injector.
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, he'd like some more adrenal stimulants.
Stimulants make a warrior out of even the weakest human. Here's a stamina-boosting stimulant to help you get tougher. There anything else you need?
This is probably not what he's going to use it for. Nothing more for now.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
But he's feeling a little better now that he has at least some reserve of those. Now... No, this is the engine room. We need to store some things, or perhaps we should spare that for later. One thing he definitely needs to do is talk to Juhani, his new crew member. He needs to talk to her for some reasons, because her being a Jedi, he doesn't like her very much. But he does like her more than Bastila, and the fact that she's, well, she knows weakness might make her useful to him. Also, personally, he didn't really have anything to say, anything negative to say about her, except for her being difficult. The real question is, will she be someone he'll be able to use? Will she follow his orders? Will he be able to make her trust him, to follow his schemes? Or will she be someone who opposes him? That's what he needs to find out. He also needs to find out if she's someone who impresses him enough to be allowed to use a lightsaber. She has not one now, but he's going to take it from her if she doesn't impress him in any way.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
That's a good start. I think he's just, yeah, damn right apologized, because not the first one. He actually does want validation for that. He does want her to apologize, but I don't think he would want to threaten her. He's found out that threats don't always work like he wants them to. So damn right, apologize.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes. And in my own.
Yeah. He's not completely antagonistic, but he does think it's going to take a lot for that to happen.
It may, but I am prepared to do what it takes. I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
Okay, that's interesting. I think he liked what he was hearing. Okay. Basically, we're ready to leave this planet. There's nothing more keeping us here. Well, you guys are probably going to say, "You idiot! You forgot so many things." Well, you're not calling me idiot. You're nice people. But you're going to say, "You forgot so many things. There's this cool thing and that one." I'm sorry. I do know that there's nothing keeping Goofuth here anymore. But he wants to stock up for a last time before he starts to travel. And I think he's going to take Johanni with her just to see if she needs anything, how he should equip her. Jedi Guardian. Ha! Alright, we'll see about that. And he's also going to take T3M4 with him, because he has some new droid parts that he wants to find out if he needs to equip him with them or if he can sell them. But wait a second. Okay. No. Add her and add him. Okay. Oh, why wasn't I allowed to cancel that screen? Although I can... Wait a second. Yeah, of course, both of them are leveling up. Wait a second, I'm not sure if I actually have those droid parts with me. Yeah, okay, good. Let's get to leveling up. I'm actually quite interested in what she can do. So she's a Jedi Guardian? See, he doesn't like that. She's also a dexterous kind of fighter. I think he's going to make her train. He's going to make her stronger. He's going to want her to become stronger because it seems that she's using a style very similar to his own and he can't have that. Okay. 2. Well, that's easy good. Yeah, just treat injury and awareness. That's okay. 2-weapon fighting? No, only Goofuth is allowed to do that. What's that? Oh, conditioning. That's good. That's in line with the training he wants her to go through. Okay. What does she have? She has... No, she doesn't have Cure. She has Force Aura. And Burst of Speed. I'm thinking, since she's so desperate to get on his good side, he's going to make her train some of the more aggressive and violent things. For example, drain life. Ah, she can't do that yet. Okay. Shock. Of fear. I think he's really going to make her prove herself by just being brute and strong. And that's pretty much... Shock, this is good for that. And another one, level 8 now. Yeah, he wants her to train and become stronger. She has stealth, that's interesting. I'm actually thinking that that's because of her race and not because... That would make sense, because otherwise she couldn't really have gotten 5 points in that. Since she's this sort of cat person. Okay. Fear wound. Yes, that's probably... Or stun droid. So that we have something against those two. Okay. She can do... Yeah, she can do master conditioning. Okay. Ah. There we go. And now she should be able to do drain life. Yes. Yes. Or... No. Drain life, that's good. And...